So as I film this, Black Friday is here. Everyone's going to tell you what tech to buy. I'm going to tell you what tech I don't regret buying. There's a massive difference though, right? Between great deals on launch day and then still using it a year later. The internet is flooded with lists of products tested for a week. This isn't that. This video is, however, sponsored by Ugreen, but we'll get to them in a moment. Hi, welcome back to Better Creating. It's Simon, and I wanted to share something more valuable than a shopping list. Although, to be honest, this is a bit of a shopping list. The gear that actually earned its place in my life this year, from software that changed my workflow to beautiful and clever tech that I'd be annoyed to lose, these are the purchases that proved their worth long after the excitement wore off. Because, let's be honest, most tech doesn't pass that test. But these did, and there's links in the description, as always, if you do want this to be a shopping list. Okay, let's start with the software. I test a lot of apps on this channel. Most get deleted within a week, but these 4, going back would feel like using a flip phone, although I do quite like flip phones. Whisperflow. I actually talked about this last week. It's a dictation tool that is way more than that, and I didn't know I needed it. This is going to sound dramatic, but Whisperflow has changed how I write absolutely everywhere and everything. It's intelligent AI voice control that actually understands context and punctuation. It's not just clunky voice-to-text dictation that you're used to. Users have reported it's 3 to 4 times more accurate than ChatGPT and Siri, and it's designed ground up as a voice interface, not basic dictation like others out there. It works seamlessly everywhere, Notion, emails, you name it. My favorite feature has got to be snippets. You can just say a keyword and it'll insert detailed information you've already typed in. There's a link below, but also check out my recent video if you want to know more about it. Next, a music interface that makes listening beautiful again. This is MD Vinyl. It probably made the most noise on the comments this year. It's a music app that transforms your library into beautiful vinyl collections. Pretty simple, really. It makes listening to music feel a bit more intentional when you're online, rather than mindlessly hitting shuffle. You're browsing your collection visually. I love the way you can start and stop using the actual record animation. And this interfaces with Apple Music and Spotify. I absolutely love it. This thing is paid, but for a small amount, and then you own it. It's great. The next 2 apps are fundamentally the 2 apps that run my entire life and business, and I could not do without them. The first is Make.com. It's still the engine handling repetitive tasks and automations for me. And with Make automations and my iPhone, I can do things like speak a task to my action button, and it processes it and adds it automatically. It connects with Notion, Slack, basically anything. Once built, it just runs. The difference between drowning in admin and actually having time to create. So I really recommend embracing automations if you haven't. Loads of videos on the channel. And then next, I do want to talk about Notion because, of course, it's a big part of what I do here, but it's the Notion agent that is changing how I actually use Notion more than anything else. You probably know that I've been using Notion for years, but these agents have genuinely changed how we interact with our workspaces, and combine that with things like Whisperflow, and you are looking at a brand new way of working daily. The keyboard is dead, and probably your busy work is also dead. I've built this Agent OS. It's Sayman. It's my personal assistant in Notion that I can use with Gemini, Claude, or ChatGPT, all within the context of my workspace. So I did a talk about this at Make with Notion in London, and the reaction was unreal. There are so many people out there that could do with this technology, and it exists right now. AI that is personally and contextually aware and genuinely is useful. You've got to check out the video that I made this year on that if you haven't. And I'm going to do a little nod, since we're on apps, to app icons and my icon packs because, well, it's Black Friday, so all of my Notion templates, Agent OS, and my icon and cover packs are available for 40% off for a limited time. Just use the code BCFriday40 at checkout and you're set to go. Enjoy. All right, next, my favorite offering from today's video partner, Ugreen. As a creator, I'm drowning in 4K footage. Cloud storage was becoming expensive and painfully slow. I needed my own personal cloud, and the Ugreen NAS DH4300 Plus is my top pick. This thing is a great entry point for home or work use. A NAS is basically a networked accessed storage. Setup is surprisingly simple. You slide the drives in, no tools required, and you can select the level of storage you want, and the NAS guides you through the rest. The speed difference is night and day. Uploading 10 gigabyte files to iCloud takes ages. This minutes. And then there's the UGOS interface. It lets me access files from my Mac, iPhone, or remotely while traveling. My editors can pull B-roll directly from anywhere in the world, which has completely transformed how we're collaborating because it's all just stored in my living room. And what's cool about that is it even doubles as a home media hub. I can stream 4K HDR directly to my TV, and the app organizes everything beautifully. Plus, built-in AI helps clear clutter for things like your photo libraries to clear out duplicates. This thing supports up to 120 terabytes. That's about 80,000 movies. I finally have room to breathe. The Ugreen NAS series is available now on Amazon and from the Ugreen website direct with 20% off for Black Friday, so check the links below. And thank you, Ugreen, for genuinely solving a real problem and moving me off cloud subscriptions. So these next products are everyday essential tech that just work. They're products that don't get flashy reviews, but they are the things I reach for every single day. Or you could call these little investments that deliver outsized value. Nice. So the first one's Loop earplugs. This is low-tech tech. I cannot stress enough how much these have improved my daily life. I can find like really loud environments overly stimulating, and Loop earplugs aren't noise-cancelling headphones. They're discreet, reusable earplugs that reduce noise without blocking it out entirely. I've used them on the tube, in busy cafes, and they're really good at gigs, so you get the quality of music without blowing your ears out. And what they help me do, really, is concentrate when I'm working. They take the edge off background noise without isolating you like some over-ear headphones can. Plus, they're super tiny, come with a little keychain case, so at a fraction of the cost of some noise-cancelling headphones, you can just whack these in and experience your world in a more meaningful way. Very nice. Now, you've probably seen me talking about these all year if you follow the channel, but Moft make the best ingenious origami style stands and cases for iPads and iPhones. I've tried so many iPad cases, so many iPhone cases, and Mofts are the ones that I keep coming back to. Now, what makes them special is the flexibility, particularly things like this invisible tripod or this iPad dynamic folio. They fold into multiple angles for drawing, watching, typing, even mounting on your legs for meetings and rehearsals. That's a weird one. These are the ultimate portable tool and they just feel and look great, so check them out. And the thing is, I love gear that does one thing brilliantly, but Mofts are actually tending to do 5 things really well. All right, let's talk about probably my favorite find at the beginning of 2025, and that's the X-Bloom coffee machine. Now look, I am not a coffee snob. Okay, maybe a little bit of a coffee snob, but the X-Bloom has made me appreciate coffee properly in a meaningful way. And it's just so accessible. It's a beautifully designed single cup brewing system that uses compostable pods, or you can use the little kind of insert and use filters to make genuinely great coffee that's pour over and automated. That's a rare combination. It's so good. Now, I do think the ritual of making coffee matters, and this is a nice balance between having to do loads, but also enjoying the process. You start the day with a properly brewed cup, rather than instant or whatever, or spending hours doing it, and this just really is fitting beautifully into my routine. Everyone that's come to my studio and had a coffee have gone, oh wow. So it's got to be worth it. Next, Claude Note. Now, this is a clever little in-hand device that captures conversations and transcribes them automatically with impressive accuracy. I've been using it for interviews and meetings when I want better audio quality than my phone can provide, but also a dedicated service to genuinely summarize things meaningfully. You can create your own templates for summaries, which give it AI instructions. It doesn't draw on my phone battery, and what's really cool, it'll even work attached to your phone to actually do the same for phone calls. So this thing removes the friction and means you don't have to kind of have an app open when you want to take meeting notes. It's great. Next up is this pairing. It is the Rincon Air Gen 2 smart ring with a Braun BN0032 watch. Yes, I love Apple. I love working on Apple stuff, but I still kind of find that the Apple Watch just risks me spending too much time connected. This solves that. I get to wear nice watches, which I like, and I still get health and fitness tracking. I think smart rings are particularly good for sleep tracking, which is very useful at the moment for me. But this will do activity, heart rate. There's no screen. You just have a nice app and you can look at it at the end of the day. And this pairs with probably one of the most affordable and well-designed minimal watches that I've ever found. I got this for, I think, for about £70 on Amazon at a discount, and it's gorgeous. If you like Dieter Rams' design aesthetic, Apple's aesthetic essentially, then this watch is a beautiful beauty. Check it out if you don't want to spend thousands on your watch collection. So next, I want to move on to my favorite 3 creative bits of tech, but let me know in the comments what tech from last year has actually earned a permanent spot in your setup. And if you like all of this EDC stuff, check out my 3 levels of tech carry for the ultimate tech carry next. These are my top tech gems that make creating not just better, see what I've done there, but more enjoyable. The Fuji X100VI and some square hood accessories. Oh my goodness, why did I not do this before? This camera has made me love photography again. Fixed lens, gorgeous retro design, and that distinctive Fuji color science that just looks right straight out of camera. What I love about the X100VI is it's totally over-spec'd, so I can film on it in a pinch when I need to get some content, and it will match my bigger cameras. But also, you can set it up to auto-send every photo that you take onto your iPhone. So it's like having your iPhone accessibility to photos, but on a proper mirrorless camera. It's small enough to carry everywhere, the controls are tactile and satisfying, and I found myself taking photos for fun again, not just for content. That alone justifies the very high price and the fact that it's still almost impossible to get. Don't skip the accessories though. A decent strap, lens hood like this one from Square Hood, and extra batteries like these, USB-C, chargeable K&F concept options, they really do protect your investment and make it much more enjoyable to use. Absolutely love this thing. Don't regret it. I know it's very influencery, but it's great. Okay, the Bambu Lab A1 3D printer. I tried this at the start of the year. It's been my most successful video when I started trying 3D printing. It's done almost 2 million views, and I did not expect to become a 3D printing person. But this Bambu Labs A1 has just been so much fun. Now, I think a lot of printers required some serious knowledge and tinkering abilities. The A1 just works. You just load the file, hit print, walk away. I've been making custom desk organizers, mounting solutions. I even made a Mac trash can. There's something deeply satisfying about designing something in the morning and holding that physical object in the evening. Welcome to the future, I suppose. Anyway, for anyone curious about 3D printing and put off by the complexity, Bambu Lab, I think, made this genuinely accessible. Check out that video on it. And finally, these I bought just to know what it was about. The Meta Ray-Bans. These smart glasses have actually weirdly and unexpectedly become indispensable for me, but on my motorcycle. This means I have hands-free calling, music and messaging while keeping my eyes on the road, and I can click to film and take photos so easily from my own POV. It's so good. That unexpected benefit of hands-free engagement with the world and tech that just makes my commute better. Turns out Meta Ray-Bans are for commuting on a motorcycle. Love them. Now, these are not the Ray-Bans with the built-in screen because they're like $800 and look really chunky. I am really interested though, so Meta, if you're watching, send them over. But other than that, I'm not spending my money just yet. That is tech I genuinely don't regret buying in 2025. The common thread, well, each solves a real problem and just gets out of your way. Turns out that matters more than spec sheets. Who knew? So obviously you should hit my face to get subscribed if you haven't yet, and check out my 3 levels of everyday tech video next for the ultimate tech carry setup for every occasion. And of course, don't forget to grab my Notion templates and icon design packs at 40% off via the link below and right there. See you on the next one. Bye.